city. Huge high-rises in the background with the Armada Causeway in the middle. The Las Brisas anchorage is on the other side there, so when we come back to do provisioning for the Pacific, that's where we'll anchor. We're just going down the shipping channel from the canal to exit the Panama Balboa Yacht Club. So there's a few ships out at anchor here, but not half as many as that were on the Caribbean side.
That ship listing. Where's he from? Can you see? Wow, that's a lot of containers. Look at that.
After crossing the canal, we were eager to go and explore the beautiful Las Perlas Islands that we'd heard so much about.
Las Perlas are a group of 200 islands, mostly uninhabited, lying around 30 miles off the Pacific side of Panama's coast.
The islands got their name from the Spanish conquerors who discovered them in 1503, and due to the large amount of pearls found on the islands, called them the Pearl Islands.
The most well-known island in the Las Perlas is Isla Contadora. This is where all the holiday resorts and wealthy Panamanian homes are located. Arriving at Las Perlas and Contadora Island. And the wind is only just picking up now that we're here. Suddenly we've got 14 knots, which would make for some great sailing. But we're literally going around the point here and then we're going to drop anchor. Last night we were in Balboa Yacht Club, following our completion of the canal transit, and then today we sailed from Balboa Yacht Club. Actually we motored, there was no wind, but we motored all the way from Balboa Yacht Club down to the Las Perlas Islands, and we currently anchored here in Isla Contadora and having a stunning sunset. So it's a beautiful evening, there's a nice breeze to keep us cool, and we bought a lovely bonito on the way in, so we are looking forward to a great dinner.
In the past, these islands were reserved for the rich and famous, as getting here was very expensive. Nowadays, there's an affordable ferry from Panama City which brings tourists for weekend or day trips.
Very fancy homes.
Being on the Pacific side of Panama, we now needed to watch out for the large 4-meter tidal range, which makes anchoring and dinghy beaching a bit more challenging.
Yeah, and the dinghy will beach itself perfectly.
Come back and the dinghy will be hanging from the tree.
Yeah, it used to be a beach. When they sell at the pier, they bring people to look at the house for sale only when there's a beach there. Private access to the water or the beach. Look at the little cave there, Nathan.
Yeah.
This shipwreck ferry is said to have been owned by the now abandoned and decaying Hotel Contadora, which is located just in front of this beach. The ferry used to shuttle famous guests to and from the hotel to Panama City.
When the hotel shut down, the boat was also left behind to rot. Over time, it has been picked apart for anything of value, just like the hotel.
So I'm standing here on the high water mark on this beach in Las Perlas, which is amazing. We were here yesterday and we were sitting on the beach right up here, just on the water's edge. And we've come in today just to do some shopping and so forth, and the tide is going out. So this is the image we've got at the moment, which is incredible. And in the distance out there, you can see the dinghy. So the tides here are extreme. Takes a little bit of getting used to as to where you're going to leave your dinghy to make sure it's not going to dry out, because earlier when we dropped anchor, the dinghy is where Claire is, and had we gone to the shop at that point, we would have had a problem now. But it's quite interesting to see all these boats that come here and deliver food and provisions. They all come up onto the beach, wait for the tide to go out, and then all the vehicles turn up and take whatever they've ordered off these vessels.
We were lucky enough to grab a lift on the hotel's golf buggy, which is the most popular vehicle used.
Hey, hold on!
Hey!
There is a lot of development on the island, and as such, the roads are in bad repair because of all the construction vehicles.
It made for a fun ride though.
Boys,
That's it, I'm dead.
yeah, probably not Canada to Europe though. It's a bit far for these little planes. Once on the other side of the island, we walked back to the anchorage, taking our time to look around. Now they won't be able to take enough fuel.
This is a busy landing strip which is used by the wealthy homeowners to quickly get from this island to Panama City.
Everything was very quiet and just starting to reopen again after COVID hit.
Yeah, you can hear them. You want to move out of the way so Jim can get a photo?
Mum, maybe I'll grow up to like fish and I can go fishing. I'm gonna get myself a bit snapped. Look at this way, look at this way. No. Look, catch it inside there. That.
After spending a few nights in Contadora, we decided to move to a popular anchorage of Isla Chapera and Isla Mojo. This is a stunning uninhabited area with beautiful big sand beaches and wild jungle interiors.
We're on the site of where they film the TV series Survivor, which is over on that island just opposite us there. It's called Mogo Mogo, or Mojo Mojo, or how they pronounce it in Spanish. All the day charters have left and we have these beautiful, beautiful beaches just left all to ourselves now. A few yachts in the bay there.
We wanted to see the Survivor Island for ourselves, so we took the dinghy over to explore.
These beautiful red clamshells were everywhere.
We even spotted an iguana.
It's nice, eh? What do you got? Oh, that's great. You can make a necklace.
Yeah, but it's too big.
I'm sure I would keep that. That's quite unique. You can make something with that. Yeah, this is really quite a nice place. I mean, the landscape is totally different to what we've had in San Blas, obviously, and Escudo, and the tidal range is quite large. Today we should have a 4-meter range, and at the moment it's right out. So we've got the dinghy at anchor, and hopefully it doesn't go out anymore. So we just got to keep an eye on that doesn't vanish when the tide comes in, and we'll make our way back to the boat shortly once we've explored this beautiful place.
These islands even have fresh water, so in theory you could happily survive here if you needed to. But of course we needed to watch out for crocodiles.
Wow, nice bite. Eh? A day or two after dropping anchor, we were joined by our friends and Why Not, who were now through the canal and ready to enjoy a bit of beach and fun time. We spent the days playing on the foil board, beaches and snorkeling the beautiful waters.
Right, you go first. I'll follow, I promise.
I didn't. I've got water in the dinghy. That's not really a drink. What?
All too soon it was time to head back to Panama City. Sadly, on one of our expeditions, Why Not's rudder touched a rock. They needed to head back to the mainland to haul out and check that no damage had been done. Jumping stingrays, not sure if you can see them, but they are dancing in front of us. I don't know how many there are, but there's definitely around about 6 to 8 stingrays all jumping in time with each other. Woohoo! Splash! This is a tuna fishing boat, I'm guessing. It's called Carib Tuna. Helicopter on top, maybe to go and spot fish. Massive nets on the back. Big tower on the top to spot them as well. Quite a boat.
The waters on the Pacific side of Panama are prolific with big fish. In fact, the name Panama means abundance of fish. Fish are naturally attracted to this area because of the nutrient and plankton-rich currents we meet here. The cold Humboldt Current moving up South America from the Antarctic, and the warmer waters that run down the Costa Rica coastlines.
Didn't know these boats had those helicopters with floats on the bottom so you can land on the sea.
The fishing industry is big here, so much so that Japan has even built and sponsored the massive fish market in Panama City. Day and night you see big industrial trawlers going up and down between the mainland and the Las Perlas Islands, hauling in their catches.
So it doesn't get the lines in, Sean. Flamenco Yacht Club is in there. Our friends on Why Not have just gone in there. They need to haul out to check on their rudder, so they'll be doing that over the next few days. And we will be going into the anchorage just to the right called Las Brisas. And then we have the view of the city for the next few days. It's a very different view to what we've had in the Las Perlas, which there was absolutely nothing except wild beaches. Now we have lights, city lights. Wow, look at these birds. Big row of them. What are they? Cormorants. They better be careful. Saw us at the last minute there. Why they insist on flying so low, and then 2 pelicans have decided to join in the flock. Just dropped anchor in Las Brisas. In the distance you can see the Bridge of the Americas. That's the entrance to the Pacific after the Panama Canal, and this road in front is just a breakwater wall. It's called the Armada Causeway, and that links these little islands on the end here with Panama. You can drive all the way along it. There's 1 or 2 islands, and then that's what makes up this anchorage, and that causeway is what protects the anchorage from all the swell from the big ships going into the canal. And our friends are in front there, 2 boats that we know, 3 boats that we know. We've got Gen 2, we've got Avenger, and we've got Meriwether. Bit of cloud in the distance, Panama City. Beautiful cityscape in there with the clouds and the buildings. It's surreal really to be in an anchorage like this. Oh, and we have a monkey on board.